Hello, hello. This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and it's Friday night, November 2nd. And I'm ready to do some art. I am ready to do some art. Uh-oh, I hope I'm public. Surely I'm public. If you come in, say something to me. Oh, I am. Thank you, Allie K. Thank you, Mina. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. I took a nap after my stream this morning. I took a nice long nap. Day was a short day for me. I am going to paint out this page. I just about have all these pages painted out. A few in the back that I'm going to paint out. But let's go ahead and do this page. I like to paint on these while we're waiting for folks to come in. Yeah, good morning. Mary. Hi, Janet. Hi, Holly. Mina, Allie K. Hello, hello. Let's do some reverse collage while we're waiting for folks to come in. I'm just about finished painting out these pages in gold. Then the fun begins, I think. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Oh, today's the 1st, not the 2nd. Oh, did I put November 2nd on my title? Oops. This may be a good chance to see if I can get into the control room and change that. Let's see if I can do that. See, I fell asleep. I fell asleep after my stream this morning, and I feel like it's a whole new day. Let's see if I can get into my live events, and let's see if I can get into this stream and edit it. Yep, I sure enough have November the 2nd on the title, don't I? Is it going to let me in? It will let me into the live control room, but I don't know if I can edit. Total views. The health is good. Manage. Preview. Public view. They're not going to. Well, they're not going to let me change my title till it processes. I'm sorry. I fell asleep. I fell asleep after my stream, and I slept a good portion of the day. So I feel like it's the 2nd. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Deborah. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Little Red Wagon. Welcome. Painty Girl. Aunt Beth. Yeah, there is a, but I think you have to do it before. If you make a mistake on your title and you go to where the thumbnail is, when you click on your thumbnail, when you're setting up your stream, and, you know, it takes a picture of what's on your desk if you want it to, or you can upload a thumbnail. At that point, you can change things. Like if I went unlisted and I wanted to be public, but I don't think I can change my title now till after it's processed. So we'll just pretend like Mary believes that it's Friday, November 1st, until tomorrow, November 2nd. Hi, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck, are you going down to your house today, or are you up in Greenville this weekend? Are you working on your house this weekend? Hi, Rhonda. Tanya's back, and she will be doing her live stream on Sunday. Oh, yay, Janet, unless something crazy happens. Okay. At 12 noon on Sunday afternoon, Central Time, Tanya McGuire at This, That, and Chat does a live stream. And I'm not planning on I might do an impromptu if on my garage sale haul, if I get anything worth anything tomorrow. I don't know. There's a citywide garage sale held in the auditorium, and I don't know if it's crowded. I don't really like crowds. I don't like competing with people. And I did not make it to the post office by 2 o'clock. So I'll have to mail my things tomorrow. Sorry, Azure. I did not make it. I must have been really tired because I slept most of the day after my stream. I missed Barb. Owen was on this afternoon. I missed her. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. I like to watch Barb. So, there you go. I'm feeling good now, but I probably will not stream tomorrow morning. Sometimes I stream early Saturday mornings. I probably will not. And if I get something worth showing, I might do an impromptu sometime this weekend. I don't know when. I don't know when. Or I may just film it. All right, let's set this aside. Oh, it dropped behind me. And I'm working on my December cover underneath here. I hope to get that all done. Could always stream till after midnight. Yeah. Hi, Janice. Janice, I think it was you who said to use that round piece that I fussy cut this morning for the opening of my cornucopia on day 2. That was a good idea. I found it. It was underneath my chair. It was underneath of my chair. I couldn't see it under there. There are lots of sugar-free chocolates available these days that taste decent, Janet says. Allie K says, anyone know if California post office is slow because of the fires? She's waiting on a package from there. I have no idea, but it would make sense if it were. I made some tea. We had pizza for supper tonight. Hi, Tanya. There's Tanya. Welcome, Tanya. She says, know how that goes, Mary. We are tired tonight. Hard days of driving to get home. Well, welcome back, Tanya. We're glad to see you. We are glad to see you. Welcome home. And there's always getting settled back in. There's always a certain amount of unpacking and getting back settled back in. I was going to show this again, the die cut in that angel book, but I put it behind me. So let's move that out of the way. Yeah. Oops. I don't want to put anybody in timeout. Hi, Samantha. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Hudson Sailor. Welcome, welcome. Doesn't that gold just shine? I like that speedball screen printing ink. Oh. Welcome, everybody. My top chat says I don't have anybody in here. Janice is here. Tanya's here. Rhonda's here. Holly's here. Mina's here. I saw Aunt Beck come in. Holly's here. Aunt Beck says she's got to take Bernadette out. Sweet little Bernadette. If Greg was still little, I'd be raiding his Halloween candy. She's craving a piece of chocolate bad, Aunt Beck says. Deborah and Little Red Wagon. Yeah, I messed up my title. Well, the reason I did that is I must have a slow connection someplace along the line. My camera works fine, but my browser just is notoriously slow. So that really makes me question, why is my camera streaming fine, but my browser is clunky? I don't know. So I'm going to refresh. It says I don't have anybody in chat. It says I've got a good stream status. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of YouTube. Let's refresh. Let's get rid of this. And I have in the description box now, I have a link to the FIBSville Friends Facebook group. Look, I've got an ad on my own channel. There we go. I have a link to the FIBSville Friends Facebook group that Violet and Janet are running. Thanks to them. And Beck says it's 48 degrees out there. That's warm, Aunt Beck. Aw, thank you, Janet. Hi, Barb. Barb Fillion, welcome, welcome. Petals is in the house. Hi, Petals. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. Who else snuck in on me? Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Samantha and Mina. Tanya says, we did not unpack. We just grabbed the necessities and called it a day. Yeah, but at some point you're going to have to unpack, Tanya. Allie K was asking about the postal service from California, if it's being slowed down. And Tanya says, yeah, there most likely are, as power is out there in a lot of the public places. And Janet said, Mary, Tanya's here. Let's see, what else am I missing? Yeah, I think I'm back to where Tanya came in. She says that'll come tomorrow. Unpacking. Oh dear. All right, so let's work on our alphabet first. We are on week 9, and that is letters P and Q. Is that right? O, P, and Q. Let me go check this. Let me go check. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for answering the polls out there on the community tab. I appreciate that. Now, where is it here? Week 9 is P and O. O, M, N, O. Oh, P and Q. Oh, I have an O there or a Q. I guess that's a Q. Am I reading that wrong? Did I put P and O on there? Shall I edit that? Honestly. I type on my phone. I think that's a Q, but we're going to make sure. Q. It looks so much like the O that... All right, P and Q. Let me go back to chat before I... Now, when I get to working on things, remember that I'm not always following the chat. So if you ask me a question while I'm working on this stuff, I may not answer. Not away. I try to go back and look, but, you know. And Janice says, Mary, get a monitor and put it in front of you. But there's probably 8 inches above this paper. And I tell you, I would be knocking the thing off. I'm going to have to find another way to put things. But right now, let's see, I didn't want that one. I want my Sharpie. Yeah, I have a Sharpie here, don't I? Yes, I do. Ow. Jeez. Oh, dear. Pen plus gear, pen plus gear. I'm looking for my Sharpie. Here you go. P and Q. And these are just really, and I think last week when I was doing this, you guys were telling me to zoom in. Let's look at live chat here. Oh, and see, Holly says it again. Zoom in, Mary. Zoom in. Okay, okay. I think that's where you guys were yelling at me last week. Please zoom in. Mary, Mary, Mary. Ray sometimes throws her shoe at me in the morning streams. One more. One more. One more. I'm getting set up. Hold on. It's really zoomed in. Should go up one more. There. All right. So let's see. Let's do the little. These are just block letters, and they're just hand drawn. I'm not paying attention to how perfect they are. That's not my concern on these. I could bring that out a little bit more. And of course, I'm sketching them. Yeah, that's good enough. OP. Let's see if I can do another round circle here with the Q hanging out of it, maybe up above too. The little serif. Okay, that's good enough for a sketchy sketch. And then I'm using my super tips. I think I'm going to go for a blue background. Blue. Yeah. Is this blue? Let's go for a blue here. Ouch. And you've been watching Aunt Beck, and Mina's posted her alphabets in the FIBSville Friends group. Beautiful work, ladies. Beautiful work. Now I color both blocks that I do each week the same background color. So let's just go in here and put in some blue in here. I think I'm ready for a red color on these letters. And then after I get the Z, I'll go back in and let me see what I'm doing here. My phone is lagging behind me here. It says I'm live. When I get the Z, I'll go in and distress them and add some dark stain and all that I did on these others. But for now, I'm just going to keep going and coloring them in. And for right now, they're just very basic. Nothing sensational about them, except I do think that once I get them all colored, this entire page colored in, I do think that all of the colors will pull it together as a whole and really look kind of cool. Colors are always, once you get an entire page colored. All right, I want a dark red, not a brown, but a dark red or a darkish red. And I think this is a brown. I'll pull it out. Well, that might be a maroonish color. It looks more brown though. I try to keep my browns together, but it's kind of a reddish brown. Let's put it over here. And these are the Super Tip 100 colors. And we were discussing those one day about how folks couldn't find these in the stores. Or, let's see, this is that same brown again. Let's put that up with this if I can. And I've noticed in here that there's generally 2 colors of each. So if you can't find the 100s and you want 100, buy 2 50s. And you'll have 100. Because, see, there's 2 greens, there's 2 blues, there's 2 oranges, 2 pinks, and they just call it 100. So you don't have to buy two of each. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm going to go with a red like this. That looks brown to me, too. Let's see what color it is. I guess it's red. I do like them. I like them a lot. I might get in here on these and I might try to blend this blue with a little something. A darker blue. And, oh, you know what I think I'll try? I'll try that tonight after I get these 2 done. I bought those signal pins for $3.75 a piece out at Dick Blick. But I was at Walmart, my craft supply store, Walmart, and I found those Bic whiteout pens. And I used those in my November journal, and I did like those. So I might try putting some of those whiteout pens on here and see if they bring this thread out a little. I might try that yet tonight. Let's try to blend a little of this blue in here with some water. Just bring it in like this, maybe. Just give it some darker blue in here, and then I'm going to go in with my paintbrush and see if I can't do some blending in there. And I'll need my paper towel. Yeah, I have never been to that citywide garage sale. I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to. I washed my brushes today, but that isn't the one I want. Let's see. Let's find a better brush. Yeah. Let's reach over here and see if I can't find a better one in here. Yeah. Maybe. Come on, maybe that one. And water. I've got clean water, except it might have a little gold in it from earlier. Let's. I don't know how much this is going to blend. Yeah, I guess it is. I kind of like the distressed, whoops. I kind of like the distressed look of it. And when I do this. And I really do think when I get this entire page filled, that it's going to take on an interesting appearance. Oh, let's do this P a little bit more in here. Okay. All right, let's hit that with the heat gun. I kind of like that. Now we'll go outline the letters. Put my little padding on. I didn't put white on these two that I did. I'm going to have to come back in maybe with my whiteout pen. I'm interested in seeing, I used it the other day and I'm interested in seeing if it will start up again for me. I'll bet I end up getting out a new, I thought I got out a juicy pen this morning. What did I do with it? I'm always getting out new juicy pens. These Pen Plus gears, I use them like crazy. I guess this is it. That's not too bad. Oops. Didn't color that. Is that still wet? And it's like refusing to go on that. I did a little. Yeah. It seems like I get holders for my pens, and while they're holding the pens, I just get out more pens. I'm looking, I thought I had a juicier Pen Plus gear. I've got all those ink pens. INC. What's this? That might be a juicy one. I'm gonna try. Oh, maybe this is it. Because I thought I got out a new pen this morning. I'll try my Sharpie pen. Maybe it's juicy enough. I got enough of them out. One of them has to be juicy. Let's try the Sharpie. All right, guys, you're going back. I got a big bowl. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to sweat it. Now, I want to do my tatting here. And they're just figure eights. And what are you guys saying? Am I ignoring you? Mary, can you zoom in a little, please? I did. Maybe about it. It would go over the cliff if she doesn't have it screwed down. Yeah. See, I went to the Goodwill and I got one of those monitors. I've got a great big one for my old laptop that's broken, and it's really working well. So I went back to Goodwill. I got the big monitor for my HP, my old laptop. The screen broke on it, and that really is working good. But I went to Goodwill and I got a cheap monitor, and I just can't find a good place to put it. Now I've got a lamp. My art light is over that way, and I've got a lamp over this way, and then right off to my left over on my desk is a plastic bin with my tapes and glue sticks and anything I might need. Let's see. Let's put one of these in here. And I might have to move the plastic bin and put the monitor off to my left. But the problem with that is my laptop is over to my right. And so I'd have to, the other problem is this laptop only has 2 USB slots, and my camera goes in one and my mouse goes in the other. And I do have a USB port thing that has like 4 or 5 slots on it. And I think I tried hooking it up and it froze my computer, but I was still getting things set up. So I'm not sure if it was that or what, but it worked when I took it off, so I left it off. And I haven't fooled with it since. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get out that brown and go around the edges, and then let's get out the white. Let's do the edges here. Now I want to try some different styles of illuminated alphabet, but I decided since I started this one, I'm going to keep up with it. We had pizza tonight, and I had pepperoni, and it's made me thirsty. Peppermint tea. That'll freshen your breath. Bigelow peppermint tea. Alrighty. Bigelow's a little bit more expensive even at Walmart. Let's see, where are those whiteout pens? Right here. Right here? No? Right. I'm going to have to move my chair to get over there. Ow. I saw them this morning. I straightened up my desk this morning. I'm looking for them. They're here. I know they're here. I've got my sponges, my eyeglasses. Here's the black paper from the... There's the Molotov pen. Well, ooh, see, I didn't think about doing that until right now. You know what I did this morning is I went on a search for books, and I left everybody looking at my computer screen while I was looking for books. Now I'm looking for those white pens. They're never here when you want them. If you didn't want them, they would be staring you in the face. I know I had them out. Well, I guess I'm going to have to skip it because I can't put my hands on them. Grr. I don't want to leave you guys staring at the screen for too long. It kind of disappoints me when I do these things. Because I straightened everything up this morning. And every time you straighten something up, you have a hard time finding things again. Although I couldn't find them probably in the first place. I don't know what I did with them. I thought they were here, right here on my desk. Well, I'm not going to waste the night looking for them. I'm sorry. Mary, why don't you? Well, they were right here. I know they were. Here they are. Here they are. They got pushed behind. Here they are. Let's look at chat. Well, I was letting you stare at your OP and Qs here. Let's look at chat. Lucia. Hi, Lucia. She says, I feel like I'm getting a cold, trying to fight it off. Take some NyQuil. Hi, AJ. Welcome, welcome. Petals is here. River City's here. Lucia, take care of yourself. Suzanne Mary, I buy Bigelow green tea by the 100 at a place called Sam's. It's $7. Yeah. You have to get a Sam's membership, and I don't pay for the membership because we don't go up there enough. My brother likes to do all his grocery shopping at this store where he used to work. And it's a regional store. It's the store that liquidated their department store. And all they have now is their grocery store, but my brother used to work there. Their prices are higher, but he goes there anyway. I don't understand him. So we don't go, we have to drive up to where I shop at Hobby Lobby, and we don't go up that way enough. We maybe go up that, I go up that way, but I go grocery shopping with my brother, so it wouldn't pay me to get a Sam's card. And they let me go there. I wanted some yeast. I wanted yeast, and that's you can buy this red. Is it not Red Star? What is it? Oh, yeah, it is Red Star yeast, and you can buy it in the big 6 or 8 pound packages rather than the little bottles, the 4-ounce bottles. The grocery store, you can buy those 4-ounce bottles of yeast and you pay $5 or $6 for it. If you go to Sam's, you can get a wrapped package of 2 of those. I don't know if it's 8-ounce, 10-ounce, or 16-ounce, but it's yeast, dry yeast, because I like to bake a lot. And you can get that for like $6 to $7. I forget what I paid for it. And so I bought 2 packages of it. I went there to Sam's. You can go as a guest as long as you are only a guest for every 2 years. So I don't mind the tea prices at Walmart, where my brother shops at that one grocery store that he likes so well. It's a lot higher. Their prices are higher than Walmart, so I don't buy my tea there. I go to Walmart to buy my tea. They're saying hello to Lucia. Hi, Lucia. Hi, Mary. Hi, Fibbers. We're called the Fibbers. You drink the same tea every night, Samantha says. You love peppermint tea. You know what I like about peppermint tea? Like I had pizza tonight, and I got kind of a salty taste in my mouth. What did I say? I had pepperoni pizza tonight. I don't know. I probably said I had peppermint pizza. I had pepperoni pizza, and it was kind of salty. And I like this peppermint tea because it kind of freshens my mouth. Thank you, Cheryl. The last 2 brushes I bought weren't worth diddly. Ollie says, aw. Janet says, yes, Mina, the ideal craft space would have enough where you wouldn't have to go very far from your project and get shanghaied in the kitchen or something. I got extremely envious of a paintbrush while watching Dee Dee do her Inktober of the Swamp Thing. Oh, that's interesting. I watched a little of that Swamp Thing that Dee Dee did, and then I had to leave. Hi, Patricia Struford. Welcome, welcome. I just saw you peek in here. Janice is here. I think I've said hello to everybody. Welcome to everybody who's come in. I want to try out these whiteout pens. Now, I think this one is the one right here that I used the other day. And let's see. Let's use one of these black papers as a test area. Oh, wait, what do I have here? What is this one? We'll just use that. That was in my angel book. They say to shake well, easy to use. This is a big whiteout. Easy to use. Needlepoint tip for precise corrections every time. Soft squeeze barrel for maximum fluid control. Fast drying premium coverage that dries to a smooth finish. Just shake, press, and squeeze. Shake well before use. Is that shaken well? All right, let's see. Yeah, it writes pretty good. See, I want to go back. Hi, Beb from Oz. Welcome, welcome. Lurk away. We don't mind. Let's see. Since my P and Q is in the frame here, let's see. I think that'll make these letters, the tatting, show up better on these. And I think I'd like this just as nice as I do those white signals. I like the white signals, but I use them up. I used up that white signal on that doily that I did. I used up one, and I started the other one, and I have to tell you, I think my pen is, I don't know if I ran into something wet or what, but I can't get it going again, and I know there's ink in it. And for $3.75 for an ink pen, I would just as soon buy these for whatever they cost me, about the same price for 2 of them. For my purposes. And I have no idea how much whiteout is in here. But this is not made for art. This is made to, it is flammable. Keep away from fire or flame. Keep away from children. Don't swallow it. Warning. Something misused by, I can't read it, concerning something. I can't read the last part of it. But you know, it's got all the traditional warnings on it, so it's not meant to be a acid-free product that's approved by the Artist Association. But I do like that. I like that a lot. Let's go in and do the rest of these. I can't even see them here. These are from last week. And I feel like the paint, I don't know if it's paint or ink. It's a whiteout correction fluid. It seems to flow through here pretty good. I'm not having a problem with it plugging up. You're attempting to make dangles for the pen that goes in the art glue. My hands don't want to cooperate. Ah, Suzanne. Let's see. Can I work on this in? I'm staring at my phone. It hasn't moved down yet. There it did. All right, let's do this in. Pens. Maybe I'll get a couple more of these. I got the last one on the shelf. I might have to go to a different Walmart or go to an office supply store and see if I can find them. Now, I didn't put the loop-de-loops on here. I'll probably just put dots, because that's what makes them. That's what makes them fancy dancy, is the little picots on here. But there's no way that I'm going to get a. There's no way that I'm going to get with this point. Get a nice picot. Could try it with the signal. I think I'm pretty happy with these for my purposes. Sorry about my hands being in the way. So welcome to everybody who's come in. I'll do these letters, and I want to try them up around in here and see how they look, but I won't do all of the, I'll save the rest for off camera. I want to try it on a couple of these that I've done before. But I want to move on. I don't want to just hang on one project tonight. We're going to do the shadow boxes and FIBSville character map. And then I don't know what. I only put 3 flowers on that, 3 petals on that flower. And I suppose it wouldn't hurt every now and then to go and wipe off the tip. I'm kind of liking this. That white's really vivid. I've kind of lost my letter in there. I might have to go in and emphasize the letter a little bit. These white lines are so vivid. Let's try it on the M. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on down further. Right in there, maybe. Let's do this one. See, I think I'm going to have to go back in and draw in my letter because these lines are so thick now that I lose my lettering. And I suppose when they make these whiteout pens, they don't care about, well, do they have a point size on them? I'd have torn it off. I think it was right in there. I don't see where it says if it has a point size. It might have been in there and I might have torn it off. Oops. So I don't know if I can get a finer point on these pens or not. It would make sense if you can't. Let's see. Let's put that letter kind of going around that way maybe. So I have to put dots on there, but I'm not going to mess with that tonight. Let's put the cap back on it. So I think what I'm going to do, though, one more thing here. Where's my... Let's see if I can't bring those letters out a little more again. I think that white just overpowers the letters almost. Hi, Anne. Kids used to sniff white out. Yeah, that and rubber cement. Rubber cement and white out. I never sniffed it, though. I don't notice a strong odor on this. See, I lightened these with water, so I'm going to go back in and see if I can't darken these letters a little bit more now. Have them stand out a little bit more in the places where in the gaps here. I think that makes it stand out a little bit more. Let's try the green. Dark green. That's gray. Yeah. That's a dark green. It looks almost black on here. But that's green. The cap says it's green. It's green. It just almost looks black. Yeah. Let's do the end. That really is a dark green. But I want the letters to stand out a little more. And what did I do? Orange or gold there? Let's do that's red background. I think with a goldish letter was what I was going for. I did 2 sets of gold letters here. Where am I going on this? I can't see where I'm going. This is an L. I might have to lighten that red. We'll see. So I'll come back and work with the rest of these a little bit more off camera. I don't want to sit here and do this all night. You guys want to move on. But I am liking the effect of the whiteout pen. It shows up. See, I got signal pin on here. And while I like it, I don't think it shows up that well. It's a thinner line. And this is a much thicker line. And I like it, but then my letters start to get hidden. But then I'm only seeing, I have to kind of hold it up and hold it back. I kind of like the P and Q. The O kind of gets hidden up in there. I might have to lift some color there. All right, enough of this, Mary. Let's move on. Let's move on. Move on, Mary. Let's do a, let's come back out one more. Let's do a week 9 shadow box here. I think I'm up on this one. Yeah, I got 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're ready for week 9. Oh, I found my fussy cuts. There they are. I was going to say, and then I moved them around while I was looking for that pen. And let's get the, I think this is the empty one. I emptied this one this morning. I think this is the better one. There we go. Okay, so I wanted you a week 9. I've got fussy cuts. Let's just pull some out here. Of course, I got all these round plates. I think I'm going to take all my dishes out and put them in a separate bag because, ooh, I kind of like that one though. See, that would fit right in there. Yeah. And I like that too. A stack of books. Ooh, I like that. A stack of books I wouldn't have to do much to. Just trim it up a little. I like that. I've got to find a good background for it. See, I like finding things that are in cabinets like this. They're already stacked up on a shelf for me. And they look like they're in a shadow box, like this in here. And there's quite a few in the Decorator magazines. This one has a number 5 on it. That might look good up in there. I kind of like it up there. And then I could put him in here. Now that will be for next week. Let's trim this up a little. I'll put all these back in. I pulled them all out in one handful. See how many handfuls it'll take for me to put them back. Learn something new. I'm going to fold that one in half. My words get kind of bent up. Good night, Tanya. Hi, Betty Jo. Welcome, welcome. I think Tanya's probably a little tired. They're all saying good night. She's off to bed. I don't blame you one bit, Tanya. You go get some rest. Just driving the country highways in Nebraska now tires me out. Being on those interstates and traveling between states and all that, that can wear you out. That can wear you out, even if you're riding. All righty. We're just going to do this one for tonight. This is week 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 weeks till Christmas. 7 weeks. All right, I'm going to trim this up a little cleaner, I think, if I can. Although it wouldn't be too bad just like that. But let's see if, I don't know if I can. This side's not too bad. It's this side, and I don't want to cut my my 5. Let's see what I can do here, if it will trim it. I don't know if it's even going to trim it. Yeah. I don't think that does too much good. I might just have to settle for it as it is. So do I want to take off this? I think I do. I glued that down good, didn't I? Let's just snip it here. Sticking to my finger. That isn't the best there, but I think I can cover it up. I think I'm just going to put it like that. And I'm not going to glue that 5 down tonight because I might want to put something under it. I think I'm going to glue it down just like that. I kind of see those two went together at one point. Must have been out of the same magazine because these two match. Those two match. Let's use Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen prompts here. I was using them this morning. I'm going to glue these down. Holly, thank you for the glue stick. You guys are chattering away. Let's see. Mary, what did you see here? Hi, Patricia, Betty Jo. Mary, Suzanne above. Hold it. Let's see what they're saying here. Saying hello to Patricia. Hi, Ann. Holly says, reminder, show Mary some. Oh, thank you, Holly. Oh, let's see. Mary, Suzanne above. Mary, I put my fussy cuts in folders. Yeah, I have mine in folders and boxes and on wax paper, and they're just all over the place. The reason these are in Ziploc bags is because I carry that little Ziploc bag out to my recliner when I'm fussy cutting, and then I just put them in the Ziploc bag, and then they don't fall out. They tend to fall out of folders and stuff for me while I'm, let's see, I don't want to do the 5. I don't want to glue down my 5 yet. But that's a good idea, Suzanne. You should do what works for you. Was that what I was supposed to see, Janet, when you said Suzanne above? I hope so. Let's put this on here. Yeah, you have to do what works for you. I kind of like that there. I'm loving how this, and have you seen Mitzi's? Oh, Mitzi, you are doing such a wonderful job on your shadow box. I am loving it. I am loving, loving, loving it. I'm really kind of liking this. All right, let's get out the history one. I'm 2 weeks behind on the history one. This was the demo one when I first started this. I did this for demos. It got 11 by 15, and my washi tape was falling off. I glued it back down, but this is the better one. And I had a history book out this morning, and I was thinking I might be able to find some decent images in here. Problem with that other history book is the images are too the images are too big. This history book, the images. Look at that boy on the bicycle. Would he fit? He might. I wouldn't be able to get all of them. And I think I had that same problem with some of these girls, child labor girls here. Will that one fit? Let's see. Where's my ruler? Did I put my ruler away? See, with the this measures 3 and about 5/8. Not 3, 2 and 5/8 because of the washi tape. 2 and 5/8 by about 2 and 5/8 again. About 2 and 5/8. And 2 and 5/8 from her end of her dress. Let me get my zeros here. Wash my ruler with my finger. Now, my zero starts right here, right about there. So 1, 2, and 5/8. I might be able to get it on there. 2 and 5/8 that way, and that I kind of like this one, child labor. And we're getting the schoolroom. Let's kind of fold this here, right in there. It'd take some of these out. But I've got other pictures of kids in the schoolroom, and I really kind of like this. So I think I'm going to pull that one for one of these, and I want to do week 8 and 9. Let's maybe find a colorful one now. Ooh, look, I got the teddy bears down here. What's on the back of this? I think I might be able to get him in 2 and 5/8 if I cut it right in there. And I might be able to save her because, yeah, I've got plenty of room. Oh, life in New York City. Look at the little one looking out the window there. It's so cute. And the little one here. Chapter 23, Life in New York City. But I kind of like this. Some exhibits in the main building contain items left behind by immigrants who passed through on their way to their new lives. This is talking about Ellis Island here. Not everybody made it in. A lot of them, they checked for like smallpox and that type of thing. Where are my scissors? I think that if I cut here, and ooh, yeah, I won't get the lid of that suitcase, but that's I still want to save my little girl here. So I think I'll do this one and that one. And we're going to cut them 2 and 5/8. Let's trim it off here. Two and about 5/8 is there, because that's 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 4/8, about 5/8, right in there. Ooh, that cuts him off. Let's make it a little bigger, and then I'll see where I want to cut it. 2 and 5/8. And let's see. 2 and 5/8 would be right about in here. And that's going to cut off his head. So let's just trim this. It's either going to cut off his head or his feet. Let's see how this is fitting on here. awfully big. Move it over a little so I can trim off to there and trim off his ear to his ears. What I should do is just glue them down and put my washi tape around them, but that isn't what I'm doing. So this can go, let me get a pen here, my Sharpie. Right in here. And right in. Yeah, right in there. I'll cut this side off first. Strong winds make me nervous. Hi, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck says hello. Betty Jo says, strong winds make me nervous. Cheryl says, we've had very strong winds here last night. I thought the trees, stay up, please. Hi, Card Chick. Okay, is Card Chick Josie? Is it Josie? I get you guys mixed up. Please be Josie. Who else came in? I'm glad going for flu shot tomorrow. Yeah, I got my flu shot, but I didn't get the strongest one out there. I didn't know they had certain levels, but I guess at Walmart they do. That's where I got them, at the Walmart farm. Oops, there went something. Was that my paintbrush? It shot across the, when I went to, I don't know what that was. Yeah, I think he'll fit in there. And now, let's see. It's Josie. Bingo! Remembered you, Josie. It takes me a while, but I eventually get there of learning names. That part made me nervous when I had a big trees, big old pines. Yeah. Suzanne says it's 41 here. We had a couple of days of high winds. Let's see. I was up here where Josie came in. Cheryl's getting her flu shot. 3 to 4 hours of sleep doesn't make a good troll whacker. Did we have a troll, Holly? I tried while lurking, but hit the wrong button. Just hit the deleted message. Did we have a troll in here? We stomped a troll this morning. Oh, it was this morning. I missed that until I read the chat. I think I saw when you guys, I was reading the chat and I saw where you guys whacked somebody. Oh, you didn't miss too much, Josie. What did I do? I painted my angel and I worked on my illustrated alphabet. Now I'm just doing shadow boxes. Hi, Patricia Stubbs. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you in here. Susanna Bub. Holly says, I love those pictures of the little china. Oh, the little china. Yeah, the little, yeah, in the cubby holes. Betty Jo came in. Anne says, we're finally starting to cool down. Low 70s tonight. I've turned off the air conditioner and opened my windows. Yay. Tanya's tired. Betty Jo came in. Oh, there's Ruth. Hi, Ruth Lamb. If you're still here, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I usually see Ruth in the morning streams. Ruth, I haven't sent out the dancer envelopes yet. Rhonda and Ruth, I think, won the, was it Rhonda and Ruth won the dancer envelopes that I gave away the other morning? I'm going to get them mailed out tomorrow. All right. Well, if I missed saying anything to anybody, repeat it. Ask me again. This morning, yeah. You guys got a troll this morning. Hi, Junking Journals. Welcome, welcome. You're invisible. You're just watching. That's okay. I watch a lot of streams that way. Sometimes I just don't feel like chatting. And especially, when I'm holding the phone in my hand, and this phone has beveled edges, and like it'll push another chat, or it will just mess me up sometimes. Whenever you're ready, Mary. Whenever you're ready. Oh, to send the envelope. I didn't know there were higher doses. Yeah, they were trying to sell me. She said the flu dose for the elderly, they were out of it. And I guess after you're 65, you're elderly. I just said, that's okay. I'll take the other one. And then she punched in the numbers and everything or whatever. I was asking her how much it cost. And she said, do you want the low dose or the higher dosage? And I said, well, what's the difference? And I think the higher, not higher dosage, it wasn't anymore, but I think one was stronger. She said it had more antibiotics or something in it, was what she was trying to tell me, I think. So if I cut this one right about here, I'll get some of those school kids on the back, but I think I'd rather have my little... I'm going to cut. Well, I get quite a few school kids left over here. It's just these, the little boy standing up and reading. But I'd rather have these. Now, let's see. Let's just cut it here. Did I get it? Doesn't matter. I'm going to trim it. Can I pull it? Okay. So now I want 2 5/8 this way, and that'll take me perfect to the end of the dress. So let's see. Do I want to put that? It doesn't really matter. I think I like the color in here. And I want their heads to show, so I'm going to have to cut off their little feet. Cut it right above her head. Let's do that right now. Sorry about that, little girls, but I want you in my shadow box. I want you in my shadow box. So she fits in there real nice. And let's mark it. I think they're working in a thread. They must have worked, they must have had a lot of interest. For those kids to work in those children do not have, well, maybe they were better than our kids, but they're not known for having long attention spans. Even 12-year-olds. 12-year-old and under, our kids do not have big attention spans. I'd be wary leaving my kids, even 12-year-olds, around all that. And I guess that's the big thing about the child labor. I can't see what I'm doing. Let's turn it the other way. Right in here. Right in there. Here we go. Aw, not too bad though. I got most of them on there. So I'll have this one cut up to, because this is week 1, 2, and 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need another one. Oh, I need another one. Well, how about these school kids? We'll do the school kids too. Let's put these down in here if we're going to do the school kids. I like the school kids. And I'll have her as a, I guess I was 2 weeks behind. I thought I was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to have to do another one. All right. It won't hurt. I know what I'm doing now. Sorry if I'm boring you. I don't know how they stuck with me this morning. I was off digging books out from underneath of my desk. Did I cut that? I just left the journal sitting out on my desk, and you could hear me talking, but you couldn't see me doing anything. They tell you not to do that. But I needed my book. All right. So 2 5/8 this way. And that's just about, I think I'll cut this off just a little bit more. Now, I'm going to have to put it this way, though. Just a teensy bit more. Where's the... That might be too much. And so we're putting her in here, I guess. Should I put it there or over here? If I put it over here, I'll trim that little guy off. If I put it here, I'll still be trimming him off. This one I think is a little narrower. Let's mark this. Getting them cut is the hardest thing. I guess maybe you should glue them down and put your washi around them, but I don't do things that way. Why would I do something so sensible? Let's mark it here and here. And I'll just have that little boy peeking out here. He'll be a saver. And then I'm going to cut it right in here. Actually, it's a little bit more there. I might have to come back. We'll see. All right. I think I made it to fit this one. I put this one here, and that one won't fit there. Put that one down here. All right, let's glue them down. That'll be easy. That'll be the easy part. This is the history one. Kind of history, but antique history. I like doing these. These are just fun to do. I like theming them, putting them different themes. I should finish up that 2-dimensional journal that I started a year or so ago. My towel. That fit pretty good. That's the easy part. Oops. I need another drink of tea. After this, after I get these glued down, I'm going to do the FIBSville characters. We'll go get some character maps. Figure out who we're going to who we're going to learn about in FIBSville tonight. And if you watch Dee Dee, it wasn't Wednesday, was it Wednesday or was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Yeah, it had to be Monday. If you watched, could have been Monday, it could have been Wednesday. Don't even know. One day this week, she was showing all her scroll drawings and all of her, just beautiful work. And she was showing some of the characters that they created over there in her stream. And they didn't do a character map, but pick a drawing and start drawing it, and then they would kind of tell a story around it, the people in her chat. And I was thinking how that's so similar to what we're doing. I really didn't base the character maps off of what she did, but I must have been subconsciously inspired. Will that fit in there? No, it's not going to fit in there. I don't want it there. Could put it down here. See, I want to get more color. See, this has got some color. That's got, whoops, you guys can't see the whole thing. Let's come out again. Come on, one more. Yeah. Oops. Well, for now, I'll show this to you. This has got color in here, goldish color. This has got, you can kind of see the red tones there. This is brown. It's showing up as some red in there on my phone. So this has got some red tones. This is gold, but it's kind of showing up dark yellow. Thank you, Angela. Welcome, welcome. Suzanne says, Mary, you could use one of those knobs that goes on the back of your phone. It may even sit up. Oh, I saw those. I have my phone propped up. I'd pull it out and show it to you, but I'd have to pull out everything on top of it. I have a shoebox lid, and then on the little edges, I cut some notches this way, and I have my phone sitting in those notches, and then I have my water bottle sits behind, and the phone rests on my water bottle. Not my glue stick, but my water bottle. That way, and I have little notches. That's what I have over there. I'm thinking that I'm going to put these little girls down here in the corner because they're black and white, and I want to get some more color in these squares. So I'm thinking I'm going to put these little girls down here in the corner. We'll just make them go stand in the corner. They don't mind. The corner's fine. Lower left corner, please. You don't watch out, we'll run away. We've had enough stringing cotton today. Cotton threads. They're working in a thread mill, I think. Cotton mill. I don't know what they're doing. I could go back and read around. It was talking about child labor. History book. But I think I'm going to put them right in here. They fit. So that wasn't so hard. That one's down. This one's down. This one's down. So that's done. So let's go do some FIBSville. Let me zoom back in a little. Let's go do some, what time is it here? It's 9 o'clock Central Time. So we've done this and this, and I do kind of like these. I don't know. It kind of hides the letters, though. I'm still deciding. I wish I could get this white out in a finer point. I may be able to. I might just come in and color all my letters black, but I'm not even sure that will help. We'll see. And where's my other shadow box? We did this one tonight too. We did that one. So we're caught up on those. Thank you, Aunt Beck, for reminding me to do those. Now we want to do some FIBSville characters, and I usually need about 3 or 4 sheets of this paper when we do this. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 4 just in case I need it. And I need my characters, and they're in my journal, and it's down here someplace. What did I do with my art journal? I have to move my chair. There it is. God. Let's get my FIBSville characters out. I need to bind this journal now. I have some pages that I need to put in here. I'm going to take these out and put in my December journal because those were for Inktober and I never used them. I was trying to see. Angela, did you get, is Angela in here? I think Angela just came in, didn't she? Did you get your postcard, Angela? I got Angela Snyder there, but I think I asked for her address. All right, let's move on. Let's just move on. I want to get, and here's that story about that Mina told us about Floyd the barber. Such a cute story. I need my FIBSville characters. That's what I'm looking for. What did I do with them? Are they up here? Come on. Inktober. Inktober. Here they are. Alrighty. I'm going to have to bind. I've got enough to bind here. I need to take a picture of, I did the genie. Here's the genie. I need to take a picture of him and put him out in our FIBSville Friends folder out there. I need to get that done. Borders. That's going to come out. Yeah, here's my art journaling here. I'll put this all back. All right. Hold the phone. I'm thirsty again. I don't know if that tea's going to last me the night. All right. So what I do is we go to random.org and I'll put in a number between 1 and we're up to, that's a Dirty Dozen background. That's a Dirty Dozen background. We're up to 40 here. Between 1 and 40. And we let random.org tell us which one we're going to do. Angela just above. Yeah, let's see. Angela says, you got the, you got the mason jar postcard. Good, Angela. I'm glad you got it because the one that I sent to myself never arrived. But I have the big mason jar. So I'm good, sort of. And Josie just above. Let's see, Josie just above. What did Josie say? Angela just above. Oh, Mary, I got your postcard. It was fabulous. Oh, I'm glad you got yours too, Josie. Good. I'm glad to hear that somebody's getting them. because I asked Yoja. Did I ask her this morning? I think I did. And she's over in the Netherlands. And she said she hasn't. I know I mailed them. I know I mailed them. Whoops, I don't want to throw my little boy away. Let's keep him. And she said she hasn't gotten it yet. I think I can throw these away. I keep my little boy. That's scrap. All right. So between 1 and 40, I'm going to go to random.org out here. I have to open a new screen. Let's get rid of all my. All righty. So we're going to go to random. Whoops, that's not it. Where did I go? Yeah, okay. And I like to, well, I really do like to do the sequence generator. I think it gives me a better shake-up of numbers. Let's go to the sequence generator. And we'll take the top number between 1 and 40. 40. I know you guys can't see it, but you can see what I'm doing. Get sequence. 35. 35. So let's see which one 35 is. $38. Fiddlesticks Frankie. Fiddlesticks Frankie, Frankenhawk, play for me, fix my pipes. Oh, this was Cheryl's drummer, hunk drum. He's a hunk drummer. Fiddlesticks Frankie, play for me, fix my pipe, which you could do for free. So we got that far with him. We know he's a drummer, probably. Fiddlesticks Frankie. Frankie is a drummer. Frankie is a boy. Frankie's a male. So we're going to character map Fiddlesticks Frankie. So let me take the cord off the phone when I do this, because I can really see chat better. And let's get my scissors out of the way. Let's get my paint brushes, my palette knife out of the way. I don't need all of these. I might need all of these, though. I don't need my ruler. See if I clear things off my desk. Put these in the jar. What did I? Oh, I put the jar over here. Will they fit in there? Yeah. Put the jar over here. All right. Fiddlesticks Frankie. Let me get back to you guys. And we draw a circle. Thank you, Holly. Hi, Danny. Was that Danny Coleman came in? Hi, Danny. Welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure Fiddlesticks Frankie was suggested by Cheryl. Right, Cheryl? Because she wrote a nursery rhyme. So Fiddlesticks. Can you guys see? Do I need to zoom in one? My computer's still back on my shadow box. Fiddlesticks. That's a Sharpie. Let's try this. Frankie. Fiddlesticks Frankie. And I'm going to put Cheryl here because I'm pretty sure Cheryl suggested him. So we want the who, what, when, where, who, what, when, where, why, how, and what if or why not. What if and why not. A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Okay, and then down here, I'm going to write Cheryl's verse. Because I scratched it out when she was suggesting it. Fiddlesticks, Fiddlesticks, Frankie. He's a hunk drummer. He's a hunk drummer. That's what she said. Play for me. Fix my pipes. Wish you could do for free. Fix my pipes. Fix my pipes. We must have been doing the plumber when she said, fix my pipes. Wish you could do for free. There's the verse. So that's what we know about him. All right, let's go back down here. Oh, Danny, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better. Danny, are you not feeling good? Danny says, hi, Mary. I've been listening. You're a little sicker than a dog. Oh, no, you've been listening a little. You're sicker than a dog. Oh, do you have the flu? I hope if you're sick that it's just the flu. I hope it's not anything worse. You get better and you just take care of yourself. That's what's important. What does Frankie do for a living? He's a drummer. Is he a drummer full-time or part-time? And says, what does Frankie, let's see, do we have anything else here? My husband sold my Winchester. He paid a price getting it back. Let's see, Janice says, I had quite a few different ones. I think my favorite was a 70s Cadillac DeVille. All right, I think I'm with you, though. Anne says, what does Frankie do for a living? And we know he's a drummer, but I don't know if he's full-time or part-time drummer. Full-time or part-time? That's a question. Feel better, Danny. Cheryl sent you a flower. My favorite was a 72 Gold Duster with a reptile roof. My Honda is 5-speed. Part-time, Janet says. Okay, he's a part-time drummer. So does he do anything for full-time work, or does he just live on his part-time salary that he gets as a drummer? Maybe he makes enough part-time that he doesn't have to work full-time. He can listen to music full-time. Oh, dear. He's a carpenter? Violet. Hi, Violet. Okay, he's a full-time carpenter. All right, full-time carpenter. We made him a full-time carpenter. Oh, he's a delivery man. All right, he's a full-time carpenter delivery man. Carpenter delivery man. Whatever that means. No more occupations for him. He's got enough to do. He probably works those two, maybe for the same company. He builds furniture and things, and then he delivers them. He can deliver me donuts anytime. Jenna says, I don't want to work. I want to bang on the drum all day. Well, let's see. We need to know. He's a busy guy, yeah. So we need to know, what age do you think he is? If he's a drummer, we know he's probably above 20. That's called a handyman. A handyman. Handyman. A carpenter delivery man builds the furniture and delivers it. Sounds like he works at Home Depot. Handyman for Home Depot. Do we have a Home Depot in FIBSville? Maybe not downtown, but maybe on the outskirts. 32, 35. Okay. Let's see. Age. We'll say, let's see. Bye, Barb. Sleep well. Have a good rest. He's a music teacher by day. Well, if he's a part-time drummer and a full-time carpenter delivery man, music teacher, he teaches music in here too sometime. We might put music on the side, music teacher on the side. No more occupations. He's going to be worn out. Music teacher contracts. He'll contract out for music teacher there. 35 sounds good. Okay, he's 35. What does he look like? Long hair, short hair, dark hair. Let's see. Appearance. Is he clean shaven? Is he scudsy? Drum instructor for kids some evenings, maybe. Yeah. Drum instructor. All right. Night, Barb. You get some rest. Miss Allie Kay says, does he like young women? I'm 26 and available. Well, he's 35. Does he like young women? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. Really short hair, rainbow color. Oh, so he's a punker? A 35-year-old punker? Rainbow colored short hair? Short hair. Spiky short hair? Rainbow colored? Maybe he experiments with it. Rainbow colored. Josie says, is laughing at Allie and says, hi. Let's see. How did he learn to play the drums? I think we came up with Frankie when we were doing the barber. Not the barber, the plumber. Didn't we do the plumber? Who was the plumber? The piper plumber? Was it Herman the piper plumber or Peter? Peter Piper the plumber played his pipes. He was hiking across country and happened into FIBSville and stayed. Okay, so that's how he got to FIBSville. How he found FIBSville. Let's see. What did I call that? F. So we're going to have to go to the last page here for F and G for the how. F is how. So how he got to FIBSville, he got to, slow down, Mary, FIBSville. He was hiking across the country. Hitchhiking? We're making him a hitchhiker. Hitchhiking cross country. And he found FIBSville. He just wandered in. He loves older women. They have money. Oh, Allie K, you're going to have to start saving your pennies. Brown hair and a ponytail. Longish blonde hair. Oh, no, you guys. I'm going to have decide on the hairstyle here. I might have to ask Random Org. We got different hairstyles. Let's see. He's a drum instructor, kids. Nice Barb. Night Barb. No red hair. No red hair. No red hair, Allie says. Brown hair and a ponytail. We'll ask, when we get all these options, I'm going to go ask FIBSville or whoever's coloring him at the time, if somebody decides to color him or do him, a picture of him they can choose if they're listening to this. Otherwise, I'll ask random org. Brown hair with a ponytail. Brown hair in a ponytail. And what else? Stop people and never go home. With that, you have to do really short hair, rainbow color. That was Betty Joe. I got that. He's a drummer, not on Women Alley. He's too busy to see the ladies. He's a punk hunk. Yeah, we'll put punk hunk. So if he's a punk hunk, it would be, well, he could have both brown hair and a ponytail and short hair, rainbow color. Let's see, I thought I saw another. He's got a nice car. That would be what? He drives a nice car while he was hitchhiking. Drives a nice car. But he likes to hitchhike, so he must leave his car at home. That's why it's so nice. He got rainbow hair. I was hoping he liked Hi, Joey. I was hoping he liked older women till he got rainbow hair. He followed the North Star to FIBSville. All right. So he followed the North Star. Followed North Star to FIBSville. He looks like Elvis Presley. Looks like Elvis. We had the genie looking like, or like in Ricky Ricardo, so he could look like Elvis. He's fascinated with Santa's sister, loves her cookies. Is that a what or why or how? I guess it would come into the what. So where did he meet Santa's sister? Long lost. He loves Santa's little sister cookies. Hi, Joey. Let's see. Oh, nuts, Suzanne. I wanted a hunk boyfriend. Well, I don't know. We might get one in here if we keep this up. He could have a streak of color, Holly says. All right. Streak of color. Streak of what color? White? In his hair, I think. Let's see. Hitchhiker. We got him hitchhiking. Well, he could change his hair every few months. He could. He could change his hair. He could still be undecided how he wants to look. His old lady bought the car. Do you mean his mother? Where was his car? Where did I put his nice car? Did I write that down here? He drives a nice car. Did I put that in here? Short hair. Huh? I read it. Handyman, Home Depot, music, loves Santa's cookies, how he found his. I must not have wrote it down. Well, that's still a what on B. So let's go over here to B. He drives a nice car. What kind of a car was it? A nice car. And his old lady could be his current girlfriend or his mother. His old lady. We'll make it his mother. Bought for him. Because only mothers would buy a drummer his car. Bought for him. Old lady is biker talk for his girlfriend or wife. Yeah. Oh, so we'll put his wife. Or girlfriend. or girlfriend, because he likes Santa's sister's little sister's cookies here. I ran off the page with that. Do you run the coffee shop, Cheryl? Let's see, what did I miss out? His favorite stop is the coffee shop. I think maybe where. Where is his favorite stop is the coffee shop. And that's where he finds the cookies. You ladies are going to change FIBSville into Huntsville. Maybe in this one we are. I don't know. He might find FIBSville a little square. You know, he's one of these but he's 35 years old. He's getting older. He must be an aging drummer. An aging hunker drummer. Oh, no, Janice, I work in the florist shop, but I pay attention. Oh, that's funny. Even I'm old and a lady, Janice says. Well, I guess he's talking. He's taken, ladies. He's taken, Holly says. Girlfriend is an older woman. Oh, girlfriend is an older woman? Uh-oh. So I don't think he's married. Let's put him not married. And his old lady is an older woman girlfriend. If he were married, his wife wouldn't let him bum around. So is an older lady, and she tolerates his bumming around because she doesn't want to lose him. Dang, married him off. No, we're not marrying him off. They met in church. Okay, let's see. He met his old lady in church. Okay, we can do that. We don't have any problem with him meeting his old lady girlfriend in church. Let's see. How does he, if he's on a motorcycle, well, he has a car. Did we determine what kind of a car his old lady bought for him? We just says he drives a nice car. What kind of car? What kind of car does he drive? He's hitchhiking, but he also has a nice car that his older lady girlfriend bought for him. Don't marry this man off. The newspaper needs to write about this town. Even if he hiked into town, he could have bought a school bus and made it into a tiny house. Okay, so where is he keeping the school bus? Where is he from? If he's hiking, if he's hitchhiking and he went across FIBSville and he's got a nice car, so why is he hitchhiking? Is he just for sport? And if he has an old school bus, where is that parked? He's hitchhiking, so where is he from? He sounds like he sounds like he's a free-spirited man. So where's he originally from? He's not from FIBSville. He kind of wandered in. He's one of these FIBSville characters that we just kind of noticed hanging out on the street, I guess. He was hitchhiking till he met the older lady girlfriend. Then he got the car from her. Okay. He bought the car when he got the good handyman. No, his lady bought the car for him. So he saw the car in FIBSville and he asked his old lady for money. But what kind of car is it? We need to know what kind of car. So he saw the car in FIBSville. So that would explain him hitchhiking into FIBSville and Then he saw the car and he convinced this old lady to buy it from him, for him. He saw the car in FIBSville and convinced girlfriend to buy it for him. His girlfriend is a rich hippie cougar that lives in her bus. 72 Camaro. All right, I can buy that. 72 Camaro. Do they even make Camaros anymore? Is a Camaro a Pontiac? Red. A red Camaro. What make is a Camaro? Is that a Pontiac or a... Ann says they think alike. His girlfriend is a hippie cougar. Okay, we got his girlfriend. What is her name? Let's go off and do her here. His old lady girlfriend. Older lady girlfriend is a rich cougar. So she's rich. How did she get rich? Wait, you guys are, let's see. Where did I see that? He read the newspaper. He looks at the car ads. Okay, he saw the car. He saw the car. He saw it in the FIBSville Fibber. He saw the ad in the Daily Fibber. We got that. He was hitchhiking till he met the old lady girlfriend. Okay, so he met her hitchhiking. Met her hitchhiking. I'm going to put HH here for hitchhiking, or maybe I should put hitchhiking so I know what I'm saying. But where did I see that about the rich lady cougar? I missed that. Howie says he's taken. Yeah. Okay, so he's still got this tiny house bus off here someplace. He's got this tiny house bus. So we got to figure out where he's from. Where's this bus at? And I don't know what a Camaro looks like. Something like, does this Camaro have a long, well, something like that. Okay, but it's red. I lost the rich lady cougar comment. I'll have to go back and... Don't marry this man off. The newspaper needs to write about him. He likes to read newspaper ads. Do we have a gossip column? We sure do, Janice. Smart car. Oh, a smart car? He was hitchhiking until he met his older lady, then got the car from her. He bought the car when he got to town. He's a good handyman. He lives in the school bus. He's a wannabe hippie. So he's a wannabe hippie. Wannabe hippie. A 35-year-old wannabe hippie. It's a 72 Camaro red. Holly, we think you like, maybe his hobby is fixing cars. He likes to fix cars. Oh, it's a Chevrolet? A Camaro is a Chevy. Okay. Thank you. Her name is Rainbow. Okay, her name is Rainbow. That sounds like buried an old millionaire. Ginger. Her name is Rainbow. Ginger. Rainbow Ginger. Her name is Ginger, and they nickname her Rainbow. Buried an old millionaire. You mean married one? or buried one, Aunt Beck. Hi, Aunt Beck. How you feeling? Penelope. Penelope says, leave me out of this. Oh, Penelope says, but I'm after Pierre. Pierre's still in across the waters. His older girlfriend rich. She probably bought him a Bentley. Yeah, she was a rich cougar. I think she was she a hippie too? I lost the comment about a rich cougar. I lost that. Ginger makes me think of Gilligan. Oh yeah, Ginger does. Now I can see her. I can see her as being Ginger being rich. Yes. And we're going to nickname her though. Her nickname is they call her her hippie nickname is Rainbow. Ginger Rainbow. Rainbow. Oh, he did meet her at church. He did meet her at church. Did we have her meeting him someplace else? They only stopped, let's see. Oh, they only made the Camaros for a couple years. Okay. Yeah, they did meet. Hippies can go to church. Maybe it was one of these churches that catered to people on the fringe of society who wouldn't go for an altar call. Good fix with the name. Joey says he teaches drums to kids for free. Yeah, we got him teaching kids, drum instructor. Well, yeah, kids for free. Kids for free. He's part-time. He does that part-time because he contracts out for that. Because he's also a full-time handyman delivery man for Home Depot. He's a music teacher. He contracts out, and he's a drum instructor for kids for free. Let's see. Janice says he could be a drummer from a rock band that had a few good years and then broke up. He got disillusioned with recording and playing with the band. Do we want him to be a former disillusioned? Yeah, that could be why he's doing it part-time. So former band member, disillusioned band member. But he sounds like a good guy to me. Doesn't he sound like a good guy who just can't settle down? So he's living off of his old lady, Ginger Rainbow. He used to be with Kiz. I don't know who Kiz is. K-I-Z-Z. I'd have to look him up. Or it could have been an alternative church. Yeah. So they met at church. Let's go back to her. We know her name is Rainbow Ginger, and we know she's a rich cougar. What did I see with Aunt Beck saying she married a... Janet says, link to FIBSville friends. Yeah. We have... Janet and Violet started a Facebook group called FIBSville Friends. And Janet dropped a link to that. Thank you, Janet. This is a puzzle now that not a town. We got all these little characters running around town, and we're getting to know who they are. We got 40 of them. Hippies can go to church. Let's see. Ginger makes me think of Gilligan. She probably bought him a Bentley. No, she bought him a Camaro, 72 red Camaro. Buried an old millionaire. So she used to be married to, she was married to an old millionaire. She's a widow. She's a widow of an old millionaire. That's how she got all her money. All right. I see her as being, now that whoever said that it reminds me of Ginger on Gilligan, now I can see her with Holly, red hair. Ginger has red hair. That's why they call her Ginger. I'm sorry, Holly. Holly says everybody in FIBSville has red hair. No red hair. Why else could they call her Ginger? Because she's got a spicy personality. Well, what color do we want her hair to be? We aren't going to make it red. Holly will rebel. Mary, did you leave a sheltered life? You don't know Kiss? I may have, Joey. I didn't follow music a whole lot and bands and concerts and all of that. I knew the more mainstream ones like Elvis Presley and maybe the 70s and 80s, forget it. You know, I worked a lot. I went to school. I just wasn't into all of that. Yeah, I guess I led a shelter. It wasn't sheltered by my parents, though. I was just into other things. What did Josie say? Mary, did you leave? Oh, is that what Josie said? Wait, hold it. You guys, let's see. With the lightning bolts for S's. Oh, lightning bolts. K-I-'s. Snip, snip, snip. Purple rinse on her gray hair. Okay, we can do that. I think they called her Ginger. Let's see, purple rinse. I can go for that. That sounds good. On gray hair. Because she's probably she's older, so she's not in her 60s. She's probably like in her mid 30s, well, maybe 40s. She's older. He's 35, so she's probably in her, let's make her about, 45? Let's make her 10 years older. And her hair is getting gray, and she put a purple rinse in it. And what else? Oh, they call her Ginger because of her spicy personality. She's spicy personality. I'm not sure what I mean by that, but kind of spicy. Pink hair. Oh, purple, pink. Purple and pink. I keep losing my pins and stuff on the floor. I'm going to have to clean my floor here. Could be, Holly. Maybe Kiss was a cover band for Kiss. My dad used to listen to Kiss. My cousin did. My daughter, whoops, I got out of chat. My daughter, let's see, my daughter, what? My daughter had her entire bedroom plastered with Kiss posters. Purple rinse on her gray hair, I got that. What did Janice say? With lightning bolts for the S's. So I can't make them sharp enough. There. Kiss. Sort of lightning bolts. Okay, I can buy that. Yeah, I probably led a pretty sheltered life. They spell it with Z's. Let's see. He has an old lady. He's going to need a motorcycle too. Right, Holly? We need a small guys cycle club. Oh, jeez. The hobby type. Okay, well, we'll put him belonging to he's interested in the this is a part of B here. He's interested in he's got an interest in starting a FIBSville motorcycle club. Hobby motorcycle club. So I'll bet he's got some leather jackets. Oh, leather jacket. Leather jacket. Destiny. Oh, the mechanic. Could he be the mechanic? Could Frankie the hunk drummer be the mechanic? I wonder. But now the mechanic said he was overseas, but maybe he was telling her a story. So if he's a motorcycle club, does he have, you're giving Mary idea, does or did he have a leather jacket? Oh, you guys, you're leading me down a destiny. Could he be? I had somebody else aim I had somebody else in mind, but Frankie, the punk drummer, could he be Destiny's mechanic? Because he likes to fiddle around with cars and motorcycles, and he lives in a tiny bus. He likes to fix cars. Oh, I see some connection in here. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. I'm off on my little rabbit trail here. Let's see. Mary, did you know what's a lightning bolt's S's? True, Josie. All right, Janice. Oh, let's see. Purple rinse on her gray hair. My daughter had her entire bedroom. Maybe Kiss were a cover band for Kiss. Could be, Holly. My dad used to listen to Kiss. My cousin did. Yes, us 80s kids did listen to all the hair bands. I think I missed the 1980s. In the 1980s, if you listen to my stream this morning, I told you the story of my life after high school, between high school and today. And in the 1980s in the mid-1980s, let's see, I lived for a little bit in Lincoln. That's when I worked for that direct mail marketing company. And then I moved out to Denver. I lived in Denver in 1983 through almost 86. And then my dad passed away in 89, and I was with my mom and dad when my dad passed away. So I think I was back in Nebraska in 87, 88, and 89. And then I went to Iowa for a while, and then I went to Indiana. So that's why I was moving around trying to work. That's why I missed all these bands. Let's see. When I took care of Alice Cooper, they had a cover band playing. Alice sang a few songs. You took care of Alice Cooper? Oh, I liked Alice Cooper. Her name is Kalani. The guy who helped Destiny had a motorcycle, and I think the plumber does too. Okay, so the plumber also has a motorcycle. I'd have to go back and look at my notes, but we're going to put this here. Also has a motorcycle. So, who did we have the plumber fixed up with? It was the barber and Flo who were married. I don't think the plumber was married to anybody. I'd have to go back and see. You were a hostess for Performing Artists Theater. I took care of the stars. Wow, Holly. That's cool. You were a hostess for Performing Arts Theater. That's cool, Holly. Alice was doing a fundraiser. It was a golf tournament contest, then a concert. A golf tournament, then a concert. That's cool. Janice says, I bartended at a dinner theater, Holly. Lots of past stars traveled through. Neat. Well, look at that. Well, Holly, bet you have some great stories. Awesome, Janice. I like reading the chat. I like reading the storybook here. Very cool, Holly. You and Pierre could have a good chat. Last and nicest was Alan Young. My goofy brother said too loud one night during the show, Wilbur. I'm not sure what that means. It means something, Janice. I'm so out of the loop on this stuff. I'm not buffering. Is anybody else buffering? Alika says she's not. Petals is going to go out and come in. Janice says she loves Alice Cooper. My dad is there also, Mary. My dad is there also. Your dad is where? Cheryl, I've lost you with all of this chat. Stubby K was a gallon of cologne. The plumber was Pete the plumber. Thank you, Mina. Pete the plumber. Thank you, Mina. I love Stubby Key's movies. Betty Jo says, bye, I gotta go. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Alan Young is a Mr. Ed star. Oh. Okay. I remember the talking horse. Oh, dear. Not here. Let's see. Oh, in Nebraska? Oh, cool. Wilbur, Nebraska. Mr. Ed used to always say, Wilbur, Nebraska. Oh, Wilbur is what Mr. Ed used to say. I've forgotten half of this stuff. Night, Betty Jo. Have a good evening. My brother is a comedian. My dad passed away in 1980. Oh, my dad passed away in 89. He was 79 and he passed away in 89, and I always get that confused until I link up where I was. A horse is a horse, of course. Yes. Now, Alan Young, was he the young guy that talked to the horse? Or was he, somehow I picture him something different. Explain to me what Alan Young looked like. What character was he in that show? Was he the guy who always talked to Mr. Ed? I'd have to go back and watch. Oh, okay, so let's review what we have here. Fiddlesticks Frankie is a punk hunk drummer. He's a drummer part-time. He's a former band member, a dissolution band member from KIZZ, K-I-Z-Z, Lightning Bolt, S or Z's. Let's see. He's 35 years old. He wears his hair different ways on different days. It's either short rainbow hair or brown hair in a ponytail. He looks like Elvis, and he might have a streak of color in his hair at times. He drives a nice car, and that goes out to be off the page. He's full-time handyman to Home Depot, a full-time carpenter, delivery man, handyman to Home Depot, but he also contracts out as a music teacher, a drummer instructor, but he teaches kids for free. He loves Santa's little sister's cookies. His favorite stop, let's see, he wandered into FIBSville while hitchhiking. His favorite stop is the coffee shop, and he met his old lady in church. That's what I have on the front page here. Fiddlesticks Frankie, play for me, fix my pipes, wish you could do for free. Cheryl wrote that. On this page, we have, he drives a nice car that his older girlfriend, who is Ginger, nickname Rainbow, bought for him. She's a widow of an old millionaire. She's a rich cougar, which means she's got a thing for younger men, I think. He met her while hitchhiking. Well, he must have hitchhiked, and he met her in a church. So he must have went to church when he was hitchhiking. He must have stopped over at a church. Stopped for a church break. For a prayer break. Oh, I put that in there just because we also met her at church. Ginger is 45 years old. She's got a purple pinkish rinse on her gray hair. She's got a spicy personality. She bought him the car. He saw the car ad in the FIBSville Daily Fibber, and he convinced Ginger to buy that car for him. It was an ad in the Daily Fibber, and the car is a red 72 Camaro. He also lives in a tiny bus, but I don't know where this tiny bus is located because he's hitchhiking. So maybe that tiny bus is on the go, but he's got to be from somewhere. He's a wannabe hippie. He likes to fix cars. He's got an interest in starting a FIBSville hobby motorcycle club. And that's where I started linking him to having a leather jacket, and maybe he's Destiny's mechanic. And we said Pete the plumber. Pete the plumber also has a motorcycle, somebody said. And I have another set of notes here on D. He got to FIBSville hiking cross country. He followed the North Star to FIBSville. But he stopped for a prayer break in a church. He stopped for a prayer break. Well, he also went to the coffee shop, so he kind of wandered around FIBSville. He met her in the church, FIBSville's church. That's what we have. All right, what are you guys saying that I'm lost out on? He was the owner of Mr. Ed. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. He was the owner. So the owner was kind of a youngish guy. So that was Alan Young. Okay. Your dad was 49. Oh, Cheryl. Who, Janice? I'm nosy. Yes, the young one, good looking. Okay. Thank you, Joey. I got him pictured in my mind now. I was being sarcastic, Suze. He was a family jokester. He sings at church sometimes. Okay. So there's where we got him in church. He sings at church sometimes because he's kind of musical. He plays the drums, so he sings at church sometimes. So that's where I kind of get in my head just by talking about all this that he's kind of a young at heart guy. He's a good guy. He's not a lost druggie or anything like that. He just hasn't grown up yet. He's a part-time drummer who's still sowing his wild oats. But he sings at church part-time. So he's kind of a good guy, I think, at heart. He should have, I hope you're talking about our Frankie character, Cheryl, not somebody in your family. He should have been a stand-up guy. He's quick and funny. And now I think Janice is talking about her brother. I grew up 2 doors down from Jex Foxworthy. Ooh, cool. Was he a funny kid? Low Janice. Cool, Suze. If your yard, he always made fun of. Was it your yard, Suze, that he made fun of? Let's see. Ginger aged. Wow. Yeah, Ginger's 45 because she's a cougar. So a cougar is an older woman who's interested in younger guys, right? And he's 35, so she's got to be between 40 and 45. Susan says, nope, not my yard. Ginger is a premature gray. I had gray hair when I was 45. Actually, I had a really nice white streak down my bangs at that age. And that was kind of in style then. Holly says she's just kidding, more like my yard. What part of Fiddlesticks are we missing? Yeah, where did we get Fiddlesticks? I think Cheryl just said Fiddlesticks Frankie because we were naming, was it Pete the plumber we were naming at that time? And Cheryl come up with Frankie. And I said we already have a name for the plumber or somebody we were naming. And then I think she got off on Fiddlesticks Frankie. So I think that's how she got Fiddlesticks. But we could, how did he get Fiddlesticks? Why did his nickname is Fiddlesticks. How did he get that name? How did he get nicknamed Fiddlesticks? Fiddlesticks says it's like oh shucks or oh well, or right? It's kind of a slang for whatever. Fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks. Like, oh, shoot. Oops. The drumsticks? The drumsticks? The drumsticks. That could be. The neighborhood was nice. Never wore shorts. Never wear shorts. Chicken legs. Chicken legs. So that's why he never wears shorts. Ginger Rainbow grounds him. That's why he's attracted to her. Oh, you mean grounds him by he's kind of a free spirit, so she's older, so she kind of grounds him by holding him back and not letting him wander away. Grounds him by giving him some security. All right, I can buy that. So, Frankie. Frankie reminds me of, who's that singer? Frankie, not Frankie. Is it not Avalon? Who's the? Oh, my mind went blank. The old crooner, Blue Eyes. Oh, my mind just went blank. I can see his face. I can't remember his name. Frank Sinatra. So Frankie is a free spirit, is free-spirited at 35. And Ginger gives him a sense of security. And that's why he hangs around her. That's why she's his old lady. A sense of security. So we kind of got two characters going here with Ginger and Frankie. Grounds him. All right. The boat story was true. With all he does, chicken legs do not fit. I think the drumsticks, I don't know. Fiddlesticks is more like, aw shucks. Maybe they're calling him Fiddlesticks because of his laid-back personality. Can't you just hear him saying, aw shush? Or all shucks. Aw shucks. Maybe he's really talented. Or no, Fiddlesticks is more like Fiddlesticks, like something you were trying to do didn't happen, so you say Fiddlesticks. Yeah, I kind of agree that chicken legged doesn't really fit him, especially if he's Destiny's motorcycle mechanic. So this is kind of questionable. How did he get the name Fiddlesticks? I know a biker that was a single father, knew the Bible front to back, and was the nicest guy. He always wore his leathers to church. Yeah, when I lived up in Madison and up around the Chicago and Madison and even down into Illinois, they would have these bikers get together, not something like the South Dakota thing, but not quite as big. And they'd have a big weekend drive once a year. They probably still do it. And they all go to church. They're just a bunch of guys that that are go to church, but on the side they like their motorcycles. They're big, they're boy toys. So what else do we know about him? I think he's got a connection to, I think, our newspaper, Daily Fibber, whose Janice works for the newspaper, and she's wondering, she sees, let's see, he was interested in starting a motorcycle club, and I think Janice is kind of suspicion that he might be the motorcycle mechanic. She's wondering, she might be putting a bug in Destiny's ear that maybe, now the thing of it is, have Destiny and Fiddlesticks Frankie met yet? Because they would know what each other looked like. So he really hasn't met Destiny yet. He's got Ginger on the side here. So Destiny and Ginger might be having something to say to each other one of these days. There might be a story in there. I knew a biker, let's see. You can be a country runner and have skinny legs. He likes to fiddle with his sticks. Oh, okay, I can see that. He has his drumsticks, and he'll fiddle with them. Okay, I kind of like that rather than the chicken legs. Sorry, chicken-legged people. We're crossing the chicken legs off here. I'm not sure that fits him. I like the story of fiddling with his drumsticks. So he likes to fiddle around with his drumsticks, and he could just sit there and play a tune on the table or something. Maybe he's in church and he's beating on his Bible. He likes to fiddle around with his drumsticks. He's always got a beat. He's always got a beat to him. He's always got that. No matter whether he has drumsticks in his hand or not, he's always fiddling around with his pen. Yeah, I kind of like that. For the drumsticks. Yeah, that sounds right. She's her ting to his yang. Are we talking about Ginger? Ting and yang, yang and yin, yin and yang? Stabilizing in a good way. Yin and yang, is that what we're saying? Yin and yang? Yin and yang. But I don't know, he might have met, we have a suspicion that he met Destiny, so there might be a little conflict in here. And we'll put possible conflict with Ginger. There might be a little love story in here. If Destiny and Frankie ever meet up, we could maybe have them, not an affair, really can't have an affair. He's not really married to his girlfriend, but we could have him have a third party in there and have a little conflict here with another lady. Little love story going on there. He fiddles around fixing stuff. Yeah, he fiddles around. He kind of fixes too. He likes to tinker. He likes to tinker with stuff. He likes to fix cars. So he's a tinkerer. Tinkers with stuff. And he fiddles around with it. So that kind of fits his Fiddlesticks Frankie too. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. All right. Bing Crosby. No, I was thinking about Frank Sinatra. Blue Eyes was Blue Eyes Bing Crosby? Did I have them mixed up? I saw Frank Sinatra in my head, though. Frankie. Yeah, Sinatra. Oops. Did I do something to somebody? I hope I didn't. Fiddles with the drumsticks. He's busy. So having to be doing something all the time, maybe nervous habit. Twirling his drumsticks when, yeah, he's always doing something, even when he doesn't have his drumsticks in his hand. Like if he's in church and he's sitting listening to the sermon, he's always figuring out a beat or something. Busy, doing something all the time. Busy bee, always doing something. I got a little nosebleed this morning. After I sneezed. I hope I wasn't doing that again. I'm not. Nervous habit, twirling his drumsticks when he's got his hands working on something. He fiddles or fidgets. Fiddles and fidgets. I could see him doing that. He's 35. He's kind of a free spirit, but he's kind of, rather than fidgety, nervous, I think of him more as having a beat. He's always got this beat in his head. He's always working out the beat. I guess you could call that a nervous habit. Drummers are always drumming. Yeah, that. Frankie probably uses anything to drum with. Pencils, breadsticks, or whatever. Yeah. And stops chatting. Yeah. Mary, I sent you an email with a pic of band Kiss. Thought you might find it interesting. Thank you, Allie K. I'll go check it out after chat. Okay. I'm so far behind the times. Like I said, I don't know any of them now, and I didn't know many of them then. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Very adept at fiddling and twirling those drumsticks. His girlfriend says, stop. It bugs Jim. His fiddling bugs Ginger. Okay, so let's see. We could put that here. Yeah, fiddling bugs Ginger. Fiddling bugs Ginger. Bothers Ginger. She always says, stop that fiddling around. Stop that beat. You do that in your studio. Very adept at fiddling with and twirling those drumsticks. Anne said, used to express impatience, dismissal, etc. Oh, yeah. Impatience, yeah. Like, sometimes when you're impatient with somebody, you're going, when are they going to do what they're going to do? Come on, I get it, Anne. Mary, the chicken legs were a joke. Oh, okay. Well, we crossed them off. I like this fiddling around stuff with the drumsticks. We kind of played off of that to this where it's bugs Ginger. Now, the question is this fiddling around going to bug Destiny? Can she take it if they meet up? A love triangle. I don't see it as being a love triangle, more of a conflict. Like, are you cheating on me with Destiny? I thought we were a thing, Ginger would say. I thought we were a thing. Cheryl knows who he's buying flowers for. Spill it, Cheryl. This guy is a player. He has Melody's cookies on the side also. He might be kind of not an overt player. He's just attracted to the ladies. Yeah, that's a good point. He's got Santa's little sister. Did we ever name her? I have to look back on my notes to see if we named Santa's little sister. That's true. Where does Santa, you see? We got Santa's, can you guys see my notes over here? We got, he likes Santa's little sister's cookies. So, so we've got little sister, not Cheryl, little sister, Santa's little sister, and Ginger, and Destiny. I don't know. We might need to keep him. We might need to keep him away from our Saturday meetings for a while. He might find some young ladies there, or some old ladies. Excuse me, I sneezed and I might have to take some medicine before I go to bed tonight. Thank you, Joey. You said crooner. I thought, yeah, I did say crooner. I said that, and that's why you thought of Bing Crosby. Yeah, I think they used to call Bing Crosby the old crooner. Yeah, I think you're right. But in my head, I saw Frank Sinatra because of Frankie. Let's see. Is Petal saying good night? Good night, Petos. Sleep well. Allie K says can't sit still very long. Good night, Petals. Good night, Petals. Sorry. Sign a contract. Keep mouth shut during working hours. I don't know what that's about, Cheryl. Sorry, sign a contract. Keep mouth shut during working hours. Fiddlesticks are actually violin bows. Really? All right. Well, fiddlesticks are violin bows. But in our world, we don't know that. We're calling his drumsticks fiddlesticks, but they're actually violin bows. That's interesting, Anne. Oh my gosh, he marches to a different drum. Yeah, I see him as being a good guy who just can't settle down. That's how I see him. But eventually, and Mina says that Ginger kind of grounds him, gives him a sense of security. I don't know if Destiny and Santa's sister would be doing that. And Destiny, Rainbow, she's rich. She got the money. Let's see, he marches to a different drummer. I like that. Marches to a different drummer. So maybe, see, he's interested in doing a motorcycle club. Maybe he could do a band or play at a concert somewhere in the park in FIBSville for Veterans Day and meet the lead pencil criminal. Veterans Day is coming up in November, right? Isn't it November the 11th? When is Veterans Day? I got November 11th in my head. It's Monday because the 12th is a Tuesday. We're going to have to, maybe next Friday night, do a story with the lead pencil criminal and Veterans Day. Kiss wears funky costumes. I didn't know that, Allie K. Frankie has an inner rhythm. Yes, he's got that beat. And he's always fiddling around. Inner beat, inner rhythm. That's rhythm. Where is it? Inner. Where did I see the inner rhythm? See, he's always got that beat about him. The original Kiss members are almost all retired. Janice, Cheryl, and I, as owners of the FIBSville Floral Fantasies, will never tell our customers. That's true, Mina. Confidentiality. It's a business trait. If you're going to keep your customers' stories confidential, who they send flowers to, who sends, let's see, just temporarily, but he notices it. Let's see, tell them. Let's see, what did Janice say? Just the supposition. His inner drumming stops when he sees, inner drumming stops when he sees Destiny. Maybe because he recognizes her and she hasn't recognized him yet. Okay, let's see. His inner drumming. I like that, Janice. Inner drumming rhythm stops when he meets. But why? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Inner drumming beat stops when he meets Destiny. We haven't had him meet yet, but he's got that leather jacket. He wears a leather jacket, and Destiny's wearing it. He might recognize it. He gets real quiet. That's it. He gets real quiet. That's why his drumming beat stops when he meets Destiny. Now, is that happening all the time or for the first time? That's a question. All time or first time? And I'm going to put recognize this jacket. But does Destiny recognize him? You would think she would. But she might not recognize him right away because he might have changed his hair color. Mary's writing this story between Destiny and she doesn't know about Ginger Rainbow, who's his main support right now. Bought him that 72 Camaro. And Mina's not going to tell her. His heart skips a beat instead. Okay. All right. His heart skips a beat. I like that too. His heart skips a beat. So he's fallen in love with another lady. But Destiny doesn't have all that money. So, is he going to go for love or money? But I think he kind of loves Ginger too. He might be conflicted. Uh-oh. Is he going to be, what do they call them, gigolos? I'm sorry, I don't know about this stuff. Oh, his heart skips a beat. He will never stop noticing the ladies. Love square. I love square. Oh, dear me. Mina, but you give the gossip column hints, right? Like, who was seen buying a dozen roses yesterday? Shoot, now I want to meet him. You guys, I don't and won't, Mina says. She's not going to tell, but Montana Squirrel's little notebook might contain some juicy stuff. Oh, my goodness sakes. You guys are so funny. November 11th is Veterans Day. And so this is the second. So 7 days. I mean, this is the first. I'm sorry. I keep thinking it's the second. So what is it? The 8th? 9, 10, 11. Yeah, the 8th. Friday is the 8th. We have a Friday before Veterans Day. We might have to come up with a Veterans Day story. We've got to get the lead pencil criminal in here. And How did I have him meet? I had him meet the lead pencil criminal. Oh, because of why? Being a veteran? Why did I have him meet the lead pencil criminal? I'll have to go back and listen to my own chatter. The lead pencil criminal had an interest in that jacket too. Could he be related to the lead pencil criminal somehow? Huh. Oh man, we have to have a lot of journals so we can make off with her books for notes and replace them all the time. Talking about Montana's, the squirrel's little journal that she carries around in her bicycle basket. Joey, it's not me that's a hoot. It's these gals in here that tell these wonderful stories. I could never do this on my own. It comes from you. I just write it down. And as we write it, as we scribble all these notes down here on paper, the story just kind of, there's some conflicts in here. Like he's got 3 different hairstyles, but we kind of try to resolve it. Like he doesn't keep his hair the same all the time. Yeah, these stories, I have an imagination. I could tell a story, but I think these stories are the best when they come from, I call this kind of groupthink. That's what makes this so fun, because we all see him as we're writing it down. Like I see him as kind of being a good guy who just hasn't settled down yet. He just hasn't found it. He's still, I don't want to say he's sowing his wild oats, but he might be sowing his wild oats. He was a drummer and he got disillusioned. I'm going to have to look at that picture that Allie Kay sent me. So, what else do we want to say about him? I'm kind of getting tired. Do we have anything else we want to add? We've got some stories building here between Ginger and Destiny. I still don't know where he came from originally. He's got that tiny bus. But where's he originally from? Where did Kiss originate from? Kind of, maybe he was with that band and got hooked up with Kiss from someplace and is traveling the country. But where is he? Is he from the Midwest? I don't see him as being from the Midwest. I see him as being from Ohio or Pennsylvania. Maybe Houston, Texas. But now if he has a tie to the lead pencil criminal, we're going to have to tie him in with the lead pencil criminal, who's kind of, I see him being as more as from, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? He has a California keychain? Or is he from California? California keychain, CA keychain. So is he originally from California? Maybe I had him on the wrong side of the states. New Jersey? Oh, or New Jersey. Gene Simmons slept with over 1,000 women. Bad influence for drummer boy. Was that a part of Kiss? Was he a part of Kiss? He quit the E Street Band. Bruce doesn't miss him. You guys are talking foreign language to me. I don't know who Gene Simmons was, and I don't know who the E Street Band is. I don't know who Kiss is, but I'm going to look at the picture that Allie Kay sent me. So, I don't know. He could be an Ohio guy who went to New Jersey and then flew out to California. Bruce Springsteen. He likes to tell stories of California and New Jersey. Stories. Tells stories. Janice, what's the name of that area near New Jersey that's farmed out for the New Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, and others. Oh, the lead Gene Simmons was the lead singer for Kiss. Gene Simmons. You guys can see how ignorant I am of this stuff. I have no shame in saying I don't know everything. Which reminds me of Barb Owens. I'll never forget that video where she's just talking away and somebody asks her a question and she stops the stream and she aims the camera at herself and she looks at her audience, who's us out in the world, and she says, I have to tell you guys, she's tell you something. I just don't know everything. I just something to that effect. I can just hear her saying it. Go do your research. I don't know everything. And I kind of feel the same way. I'm really ignorant about a lot of this stuff. Was the lead singer for Kiss. I had no idea. I had Saskatchewan linked up with the Pilgrims, and wasn't she Anne helped me. I had her with the wrong pioneer. I had her with Wolf, and I think she was with the Lewis and Clark team, Saskatchewan, and it was Sacagawea. I get those two mixed up. Sacagawea and oh well, I get tired thinking about it. All right, let's see. We will teach you, Mary. Thank you. I love it. I love it that you guys teach me so much. Let's see. Janice, let's see. Hold on a minute. Let me think. Okay, Havens. We will teach you, Mary. Yeah, good. I'll check. Pine Barrens. Is it lead or was that Jersey Devil's mother? He had that long tongue. Oh, the Pine Barrens? Is that where he's from? Is that where he's from, Holly? Where was that? In New Jersey? Is that where you're thinking he's from, Mina? Where did she ask that question? Oops. New Jersey, Pine Barrens. He had a long tongue. He had that long tongue. Long tongue? I don't know if I want to see his picture. Frankie comes from there, from Pine Barrens. Okay, we'll put Pine Barrens here. And he likes to tell stories of California and New Jersey. Pine Barrens. That might be something to research. We'll see what's around there. He sounds creepy. Oh, I think it's the lead singer who sounds creepy. I still see him as being a nice guy. A nice guy who's just kind of laid back, free-spirited, still sowing his wild oats, hasn't settled down yet. And that's why he can't settle on one lady. But he's kind of hooked up with Ginger Rainbow because of her money, and she gives him a sense of security that maybe Santa's sister and Destiny maybe aren't able to do, but he loves them anyway. He likes little sister's cookies, and Destiny has his leather jacket, he thinks. The Jersey Devil, I think, was made up to keep people from finding all the bodies the mob dumped there. Ooh. Now that sounds creepy. No, just interesting if he comes from there. He's probably seen a lot. Yeah, if he comes from there. Sacagawea and Pocahontas. Thank you, Pocahontas. See, I forget all these Indian names. Pocahontas. Sacagawea was with the Pilgrims, right? And Pocahontas was with the Lewis and Clark? Or do I have that mixed up too? I get them mixed up. Sacagawea, Native American who went with, yeah. Oh, I had them mixed up. Sacagawea was a Native American who went with Lewis and Clark on expedition. Thank you, me, Allie K. I get those two mixed up. They're both beautiful Indian maidens. They've talked about New Jersey on Expedition Unknown. Expedition Unknown. The lead singer is creepy. Yeah. Lots of weird stuff from the Barrens. So do we want him to come from there? Maybe he did come from there, but he's such a nice guy that he moved away. Maybe he just didn't like all the creepy stuff and decided to get out of there. Let's leave it like that. I kind of like that because that kind of connects him with the bands and the Mary, stay in Nebraska. There's no place like home. Well, I'll tell you, there's some creepy stuff going on around here too. I mean, it's not creepy like that. I don't think we have, that I know of, have the mob. There's a murder trial going on up in Hastings, that little town, and I read about it. I read about it in the local paper. They report on it in the local paper. It's kind of interesting reading. But you know, I was just telling about these guys who got the. I mean, this is for real life. I'm telling you the news in our area here. These two guys got together and partied, and they talk about getting high on prescription drugs and marijuana and something else and partying for a Friday night. And I'm going, what kind of a party are you guys having? And some girlfriend, they had a picture of one of the guy's girlfriends, and she's a pretty girl. And one of the other girls who owned the car has a baby. And, you know, I'm just going, all of this stuff going on around here, you know, I don't know. Nebraska isn't by any means an innocent state, but Ray says hi and good night. It's way past. I didn't know you were here, Ray. Good night, Ray. It's good to see you. Thanks for saying good night. I didn't even know you were in here. I was so interested in Fiddlesticks Frankie here. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay in Nebraska. I think what I need to do is just keep my nose in my art journal. I think I'm happiest when I'm doing my art journaling. I had the very first people who did the trick-or-treating last night. I was kind of glad my brother was sitting in the recliner because they knocked at the door and I opened the door and they were just high school kids, but they were all boys and one had a hoodie on and a bandana around his head and they had a dog. And I said, are you gonna feed him candy too? And he informed me that the dog was a she. And I said, are you bandits? And they said, could be, you know, and I gave them candy and they went, and my brother was there, and, you know, and I'm kind of glad he was behind me because I'm not sure about that. But they were just, I said, oh, they're just a bunch of high school boys out for trick or treat Halloween. But we also have our local sheriff. I noticed it was kind of cold out. It was cool out last night. You know, we kind of got cool weather and all the mommies and daddies drive their little kids around in cars. So you see a lot of cars going up and down the streets. And the local sheriff was driving his pickup around to keep order. I love seeing all the little ones come. But those high school boys, you know, if I were alone, I'd be a little scared opening the door to them. But not too much. They were just young kids, but I don't know. Creepy stuff happens even in Nebraska. Ray said hi and good night. Sweet dreams, Ray. It's gotten wild. Mother Leeds was pregnant with her 13th child and damned the child. No birth control. She bore a winged devil creature and flew up the chimney, the Jersey Devil. Oh, really? Is that what the Jersey Devil is all about? That poor child, that poor baby. She bore a winged devil creature that flew up the chimney, the Jersey Devil. That is creepy. I remember that now. Wild old wives' tales. And you're saying the Jersey Devil was a tale to keep people away from that area because that's where the mob dumped all the bodies. Keeps me awake, Cheryl says. No thanks. Given that FIBSville is home to a merman and a genie, who knows what else, could Frankie feel comfortable in FIBSville? Maybe he hasn't met the merman and the genie yet. He's only met his ladies. He hasn't met Officer Orville or the lead pencil criminal yet, who's reformed. He's Frederick. Frankie and Frederick has to meet up somehow. We're still working that out. Good night, Aunt Beck. You've been awful quiet. You have a good weekend. Take care of that foot. Take care of that leg. But all our weirdos are sort of nice. Yes, they're reformed. Yeah, they come to FIBSville and they learn they learn how life should be. FIBSville is a friendly little town in a big park. People come here to relax. Okay, I think we're kind of done with this story, don't you? I think we've got him pretty well. We got some stories. We got some possible stories going here, but I think we pretty well have identified Frankie, the punk hunk drum. Fiddlesticks Frankie, the punk hunk drummer. He's a 35, hasn't settled down yet guy. But he's talented. He's a full-time, he teaches music. He contracts out his music skills. He teaches music on the side, but he's also a part-time drummer, and he's a full-time carpenter, delivery man, handyman for Home Depot. He wandered into FIBSville. He was hitchhiking, he was hiking and cross country, and he found FIBSville. He followed the North Star. And he likes to sing in church. So that's why I think that he's kind of a nice guy who just still hasn't settled down yet. And that's his old lady, who Rainbow Ginger, who's a widow of a millionaire. He met her on a hike, I think. Met her hitchhiking. And stopped for a prayer break. He probably met her in church. He's call him Fiddlesticks Frankie because he's got this inner beat and it bothers Ginger, but his inner drumming beat stops when he meets Destiny and his heart starts getting a beat. So we got a possible conflict story, love story going on there. But then he's got little sister's cookies on the side here. I don't know about having him come into our Saturday gathering. we better study him a little. He found his 72 red Camaro in the Daily Fibber in an ad. He lives in a tiny bus. He used to live in Pine Barrens, New Jersey, but he was moved out of that creepy part of the country. He was a wannabe hippie. He likes to fix cars. He likes to tinker around and fiddles around with stuff. He drives a nice car, which is the 72 Camaro that Ginger bought him. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. I kind of can picture him. So, what time is it? Oops, got my phone. My phone is down to 82%. Where's my cord? Melody does believe the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So she's wooing him, not the other way around. Oh, there you go. There you go, Janice. I got to get my phone cord here. So it's Melody Starr who's wooing. She's got a thing for the Fiddlesticks Frankie. It's not him chasing her. That's a twist on it. You guys have an imagination. So let's put that in here. He likes her cookies, so she believes the way to a man's heart is through stomach. I think I guess draw stomach cords in there. So she's wooing him. She is wooing Frankie. I like that twist. See, I like these little twists. Oh, those darn magic cookies. It's all because of the magic cookies. Oh, dear. You couldn't get magic cookies like that in Pine Barrens. You got different kind of cookies in Pine Barrens. She needs a bear of a man. I need to get hold of those cookies, Cheryl says. Well, you know, guys, I'm kind of tired. I can't think of what else I want to do tonight. I think we've kind of wound down on Frankie here. Let's review our characters here, who we have yet to talk about. These are Becky's. I say Becky's Dirty Dozen prompts when I do them. Let's see. We got the crazy cat lady with a heart of gold, a dentist with big pockets. We got a fireman that rescues Bandit. We got Old Lou, the fix-it man. Peter Piper is his son. We got a sad dog with a cast on his leg. We got a happy plunk baker lady, looks like Mrs. Claus. Did we do her? I think we did her. Didn't we do her, our bakery lady? We called her the Santa. That was Santa's little sister, I think. I think I can cross her off. The plumber who plays the pipe organ. We did Pete the plumber. We got a one-armed sheriff. That's not Orville. We got a garage man who hoards arty bits. And I put Slap Happy Jack, but I think Slap Happy Jack was somebody was naming somebody there. So I'm not sure if he's another character or a name for one of these characters. I'd have to go back and review. Oh, by the way, we did all of this on September the 6th. If you guys ever want to go back and review, September the 6th is when we made this list. We have a bald barber, nearsighted barber. We did the bar. Floyd, was it Floyd the barber? A white lady who sings the blues. A one-legged parrot rides on a man's shoulder who speaks to him because the man is mute. Oh, I think that's Slap Happy Jack. I put name Jack. The parrot is called Slap Happy Jack. Let's see. I'm going to refer that to 10 and refer this to 13. I think they kind of go together. They could be two different characters, though. Bard, nearsighted barber. I think that is related to 11. So some of these, I'm going to have to rename these. The bald, nearsighted barber. Yeah. I wrote that down twice. I was writing them down as fast as I could. We got a villain witch who is quiet. Is it a village witch? I'm not sure what this word is. I'd have to go. Oh, Wiccan witch, who is quiet but knows a lot about everyone. We've got a squirrel that rides a tricycle with training wheels. We did that. That's Montana. We got a waitress with the beehive hair. We got a lot of notes on her. We did the genie in the bottle. Old Lady Hubbard lost her cupboard. The parrot's name is Jack. Yeah, I think the parrot is, yeah. I'm going to put an arrow to 13. I think that's where Slap Happy Jack came in, and I missed it when I was writing. Ice Cream Man with a candy and ice cream in a metal cart. An old woman that walks and talks to an invisible dog. Walks and talks to an invisible dog. We got Pegasus Taxi Service. Is a horse and carriage. That was 22. We got a farmer with pig ears. And then I got a pencil, and I'm not sure what that was. A handsome merman that lives on land. A man that rides the horse all around town. A fortune teller. An eccentric scientist inventor that lives in a Victorian mansion. He talks to a ghost of a Great Pyrenees dog who roams the town. And I made those two different, no, I made that all one character. Note, look up HR Puffin stuff. I made a note. I think Azure was in here and was telling me to look up HR Puffin stiffer stuff. Picture in a parlor with eyes that move. Flossie, the Jersey cow who escapes from the farm, and once a week she likes Orville, who sneaks her treat. He's got a soft spot for animals. That was 29. 30 is a big ugly gremlin comes to town to wreak havoc. We got that, and then we got a young mechanic who chases him from town. He was a brat. So, we got this young mechanic running around here. Maybe he could be a friend of Fiddlesticks Frankie. I'll put a question mark. We got Bozo and Pippa were cartoon dogs. I think we was talking about Bozo and Pippa there. The big ugly gremlin tries to hold up the town for ransom. We got a newspaper boy. I got that pencil again. I don't know what the pencil means. Here's Fiddlesticks Frankie. We've done Fiddlesticks Frankie tonight. Now I copied down the verse. We got the Fiddlesticks barber shop had a ghost. I think we did the barbershop. Clipped dog hair died of humiliation after Clip shaved him for a day. Clipped the dog on one day. He died in the middle of a haircut. He never got to finish it. They're talking about the ghost, and that's what Nina based her story off of. Nina sent in Nina, did you post that story in FIBSville Friends? I read it, but I went back and listened to me reading it, and I was so interested in reading it that I don't think I read it very good. It's a really nice character sketch of the barber. And it was right around Halloween, and she related it to the ghost of the former owner of the barber shop. We got Officer Orville's wife, we got a milkman, and a Santa's helper bell ringer who knows the genie. Well, we got all these characters here. Well, we're developing their stories here. Somehow they all relate together in FIBSville. So I'm going to call it a night on this. I don't know. Do we want to do anything else? I streamed this morning, so I'm kind of running out of steam. Is anybody else running out of steam? Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm running out of steam because I'm just yakking away, not seeing what you guys are saying. We did the barber shop. Yeah. We decided the dog didn't die. The old barber did. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you had the dog belonging to George at one time, and George let the barber, the current owner of the barber shop, Floyd, is taking care of the dog, and he comes to visit him. Don't have means to electronically transmit it. Plain photos show print too small. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to get to bed because I want to go to that they call it a citywide garage sale, so it's not really a flea market. Agree, no pet dying in FIBSville, Cheryl says. You mailed it to Violet. Okay. We decided the dog didn't die. We did the barber shop. His twin brother, the plot thickens. Fiddlestick. Oh, maybe he's Fiddlesticks Frankie's twin brother. The mechanic. But how did he get the fibs? Oh, that's a whole nother story. Let's see. Where is the mechanic? Could this be related to him? Related? A twin brother? A lost twin brother? Maybe they were twins at birth and got separated? But they're both mechanics now? Okay, that's a whole nother story. We aren't going to go into that. Holly, Holly's got quite an imagination. That's who you drew the genie. The waitress Melody Star is Santa's sister. No, the waitress. No, we didn't do. Melody Star was Santa's little sister. She was the plump bakery lady, I think. I got the. Let's go out here. Well, it's. I got a. I started keeping track of who we did on what night, and I put a note out on my. But I don't know if I can find it now. Let's see, FIBSville, and I need to update it. FIBSville track, I think it was TRACK, or just track. Let's delete that now. No. TRA. I got a list. Oh, Miss Mary video here. I need to update this. Let's see. On October 11th, we did Genie in the Bottle. So that was my latest addition to my list. And it's November the 4th already. On October 4th, we did Floyd the Bald Barber. On September 27th, we did Peter Piper, the plumber who played the pipe organ. On September 20th, we did Joy Melody Star, Santa's long-lost sister. But I think that she was when we go back and if we go back and listen to it, I think that it was the plump bakery lady who looks like Mrs. Claus. And we decided it was Santa Claus's little sister, suggested by Holly. And then on September 13th, we did our first one. Fictional character was Montana the squirrel. On September 6th was when Destiny was wearing the leather jacket, and that's when we made all of these up. And on August the 9th, we did a Destiny mind map, our character map of Destiny. But I need to add to this. And I posted this, and I also posted the time, like on Floyd the Barber, we started our character map at 1 hour and 2 minutes into the stream. And I thought if anybody wanted to slide the timer bar, they could get to that pretty quick if they wanted to listen to us chatter away on this stuff. So I am tired. I'm going to call it a night. It's 11 o'clock here. It's 12 o'clock in the East Coast. Flo was Floyd the Barber's. No, we've got Flo. Floyd, we connected our Flo with Floyd the Barber, but she was a separate suggestion because I wrote her down separately on here. A waitress with a beehive hair. And that's how we got Flo. You know, she always said kiss my grits and real beehive and let's see something. I don't know what I wrote there. Something attached to the bees. I have to read that. I don't know what that means. I got some notes there. I'm going to have to go back and review this. But we got her as a separate character here, a waitress with the beehive hair. We named her Flo. And then we started attaching her when we did the barber story. We started attaching Flo, hooking Flo up with the barber. I think how that's happened. Flo, the beehive waitress, is Floyd's wife, I think. Yeah. She makes and sells beads. I don't think we've done her yet. You hold on to that thought, Janice. Cross her off. No, I'm not going to cross her off. We're going to do her if random calls her. I think she's an interesting character. She taught Floyd how to do nails. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. You guys have good memories. You have good memories. All right. I need to call it a night. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for keeping me company on a Friday night, chatting with me and building these character maps. Like I said, I could never get to this story on my own. I could probably tell my story, but it would be different. It would be a different story because it would be coming from inside of me instead of our group project here. And this just gets really close. I would have never known about Pine Barrens or Kiss, or Cheryl made up this rhyme. So that's what makes this so interesting. I've been very happy with these. I've had fun doing them. So I still have things I want to do. I have to mail out Azure's journal. I slept this afternoon. I fell asleep before 2 o'clock. I woke up and it was too late to get to the post office, so I'll have to mail it tomorrow. So good night, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm not planning on doing any streaming until Monday morning. Unless I get have a haul from the garage sale. And then I might look for a time to come on and just do an impromptu. Have a great weekend. Go out and enjoy it. We've got a big old world of color out there. Do some art. Bye. Stay out of the Barrens. Stay in Nebraska. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. All right, good night, everybody. I got to go do all my shenanigans to turn this stream off. It's not just a click for me anymore.